Hello. Welcome back. Today we're talking about something that I just realized I probably should talk about, because this started happening when we first got this flock, and we had to do some research on it. So today we're going to talk about what on earth happens to chickens when it gets cold. Because it is currently like 60 degrees outside, and it was 40 this morning, but all week it's been like in the 80s. So a little chilly. Chickens aren't really liking it that much because didn't have any warnings before it just got a little cold. That's okay though. Isn't that right, Hopper? Yeah. So the reason why I'm starting over here with this flock of chickens is because these guys have a need to molt. Now, molting is what happens when chickens get into the colder months. Molting is when chickens lose. Well, actually, there's a good few birds and other animals and whatnot that do this as well. But it's when they lose the majority of their feathers, little bit by little bit, and grow them back with thicker undercoats and fluffier feathers underneath them to help keep them warm. So take Hopper for an example. He's molting, so he's lost his neck feathers, a lot of them, and his tail feathers. And now they're all growing back. His neck still needs some work, but his tail, there's all sorts of fluff there now. Way fluffier than it was. He seems to be getting his curved tail feathers kind of sorted back, so he'll have his tail again soon. And his neck, let's see if I can get it. I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but he does have a bare patch on his neck, and that's because he hasn't grown feathers back here yet. So take the barred rocks, for instance. They're all losing their neck feathers and some of their tails and their backs and their wings. They will grow those back, not a problem. Raven's already completed her molt, and so has Baldy. They're done. They started early. They got a head start. They knew it was coming. But everybody else still has to molt. And I'm going to show you something. So we clean out the coop every day. In the morning, we clean all the poop out of it. And all the feathers and whatnot. And so I noticed, look at all the feathers. This was spotless this morning. Oh, hi, Nappy. Hi. This was spotless this morning. Look at how many feathers are here. This is not as near as much as there were. There's a Welsomer feather. But it's a lot of feathers. And a nappy. There's a nappy in here. What's Nappy up to? How's your day been? I know you're broody. You're broody. You're probably gonna peck the camera. Hello. How are you? How are you? So yeah, Mama still has that gap on her chest where she plucked her own feathers out. I actually have no idea how that's gonna grow back, but hopefully it does. Another thing chickens will start to do when it gets cold is they'll cuddle up a whole bunch, and they'll actually sink their heads kind of down like an owl. Instead of stretching their necks out like they always have them, they tuck them down, much like what Raven's doing right now. Puff out their chests and stick their heads down, and that will preserve some heat for their neck. And they'll lay down in giant cuddle piles and whatnot, and just keep each other warm in general. So now we're gonna go to these guys. So those are all like not winter steady breeds. They're not built to survive in like every temperature on the planet. These guys, they're not made for hot climates. They're too fluffy. But they're so fluffy that I've noticed they haven't molted yet. They haven't even started at all. And they just have so much down and so much fluffiness just as a breed that I don't think they need to. I mean, look at Toast. Look at how fluffy Toast is. Okay, that's a bad example. Lady. Where's Lady? There she is. Hey there, baby. Okay, look at Lady. That is all fluff. That is all fluff. And that's just how she normally looks. It's all fluff. So I don't know if they need to molt or are going to molt. So I think I'm going to keep you guys updated. Like if they start to molt or if they don't or what happens. And for any of you who have buffs or want to get them, I guess maybe that'll be kind of helpful. Say hi to the rooster. So yeah, that's what happens to the chickens when it gets cold outside, and I will keep you updated if they start to mold or not. We're gonna test that out. We're gonna see what happens, and thank you guys for watching. I need to get back inside because my hands are starting to get cold, and I will see you tomorrow.